Go, go. Hello and welcome to my new channel. This is the first time I've read tarot online, so it's a new experience for me. And I'd love to tell you that I just laid these cards down here right at this very moment, but unfortunately I did not. This is my fourth time reading these cards today because I've had various technical glitches setting up the equipment. So it's been a lot of trial and error, but that's okay. Oh, that's my good friend, my 17-year-old cat Nemo. He was a rescue kitty from the shelter, and he is adorable. And that's the first time he's jumped up on my table like that. So I guess he wants to see you. He wants to get on my shoulder. So I'm going to pause for a second while I put him somewhere. Can you get back in? Thank you. Okay. And so I am going to try to read with my cat walking around the table. So I pulled these cards first. I asked Spirit, do you have any messages for us today? And so this is what he gave us. The first card that appeared was the Queen of Swords. And anytime I see a single sword in a card like this, I feel like it says thought clarity, clarity of beliefs, and a vision for the future. And as you can see, this individual, is there a way to pause this? I'm going to have to pause this because he will not stop. Let's see if I can do that. Okay, we will try this once again. Just one more technical glitch. So the first card that came up today was the Queen of Swords. And as you can see, she is guided by Spirit. Here, Spirit looks like both a man and a woman, but we all know that Spirit does not have a gender. It's for everyone. Same with tarot. We have women and men on the cards, and due to limitations of language, we have to use a pronoun here and there. So we will say he or she, but you could be male or female. Tarot does not have a gender, just like Spirit. But she has clarity of vision. Anytime I see one sword, I see clarity of vision. And she knows where she's going. She knows she's going somewhere. She has a vision. She looks out into the future. The second card that came up was the Four of Wands. And here we have two people, and they are cooperating. They're building a stable foundation. The number 4 is a sign of stability, just like we put four legs on a table for stability. And so 4 is for stability. The wands, the dreams are growing. Wands are our dreams, what we want most in life, and our ambition to get places, our enthusiasm. And we've got a strong start to building this tower here. The next card that came up was the Four of Cups. Now, cups can mean love and emotion, but they can also mean bounty. Cups are associated with water, and let's face it, without water, nothing exists. I don't care if it's plant or animal or anything in between, it all needs water. This person looks at their cups, they said, it's all right, but I probably won't get more, and I'm not going to think about this very much. I'm just going to sit here and do nothing. And then their dreams represented as dragons or seahorses, begin to become skeletons. They're not being nourished, they're not being fed, and they start to die. And finally, we have the Four of Swords here. Now, these type of swords, when they're on the wall like that or above someone's head, represent disturbing thoughts, distressing thoughts that keep worrying in your mind over and over again. And this person wants Spirit's help, and Spirit is more than willing to do that. More than willing to give guidance. But you've got to give up some of these swords. But this person isn't willing to give up the swords. In fact, they have framed them so they can revisit these things over and over again. And just in case those aren't enough to trouble him, he's added one that he can grab easily and add to the collection. A transformation, represented by the butterflies, is desired, but it needs Spirit's help. And it needs us to let go of our old habits and ways of thinking. So now let's look at these as a whole. When I see all of these cards, what I notice immediately is we're missing one suit, and that's Pentacles. Pentacles is the coin, but the coin doesn't always represent money. It can represent anything we need to lead a full and vibrant life here on earth. It's talking about things here on earth that we need in order to thrive. Not just live, but to thrive. So we're missing the pentacle, and we've got a 4, 4, 4. 4, 4, 4 is what we call an angel number. And in this particular case, it means that Spirit is guiding us. Spirit is guiding us. And that we are moving forward in the right direction. We are trying to give up our old ways. We are trying to get ourselves up and moving. We have started on a new path and things are going well. And it's encouragement to continue in that direction. Now, once I got these cards, I asked Spirit again, now can you confirm or clarify these cards? Because let's face it, tarot readers are human and Spirit messages can be vague. So we want to be sure we're reading the cards correctly. So we ask for confirmation or clarification. So I asked for another 4 cards and 4 more jumped out of the deck. And the first one to jump out was the 9 of Wands. And you can see in this 9 of Wands, Wands represents our passions, our desires, our dreams, in effect, the things we want most in life. And so as you can see here, this woman looks pretty confident in her ability to make her dreams come true. And she has a whole garden of dreams and desires growing, and seems to believe at least one of them will come true. If not, she can always grow another. So she does have clarity of thought in that she has a direction. In fact, she may have a few too many directions, and she is moving towards those goals. The next card is the 6 of Cups. And here again, we have people working together to build a stable life. And everything that is being cultivated is growing very well. This house could eventually turn into a tower. Things are going well and we are moving forward. Slowly but surely. Maybe slowly, because we've got so many irons in the fire. The next card is the Ace of Pentacles. There's that missing pentacle, the missing coin. What we think is missing, our know-how or our desire to do something worthwhile here on earth. Sometimes we may think too much about spirit, too much about life elsewhere, and sometimes we feel trapped by life here on earth. It's like we don't quite understand how to make it all work. But Spirit is saying, don't worry about it. I've got it. I want to help you. I want to help you. I want to move things forward. All you have to do is start doing something. Go through that gate. Go through the gate. Start exploring. Move so that I can intervene, so I can put things in your path. If you're just sitting down, I can't put anything in your path. You won't see it. And then the final card is the same issue we had before. There we have the Eight of Swords. More swords, more worry, more constant anxiety and thinking about what might have been or what we should have done but didn't do. But we're still quite capable of moving. She could easily shake off this rope. It's barely tied. She could easily shake it off, take her blindfold off, turn around, and walk to her tower. It's right there. And there's no obstacles between her and it. But instead, she keeps thinking about what could have been or what she should have done and on, or somebody hurt her or somebody stopped her before. But nobody's there now. It's time to move. So then I have two sets, and they are confirming each other. And then I ask Spirit, do you have any other messages for us today? And Spirit says, sure, and gives me 4 more cards. All of these, again, jumped out of the deck independently, just through shuffling. And the card that came up was, again, the 9 of Wands. But look at this fellow. He's not growing his dreams. He is guarding his dreams as if they could escape. Is he protecting them, or is he blocking them? He doesn't look like he's going to move either. He just looks stuck in place. The next card. But he doesn't have to be stuck in place. Look at this. There are 10 wands in the set. But now he has 11. He has 9 plus 2. And he is moving forward, or he can. He has the mane and tail of a lion, the heart of a lion. He knows he has the strength to do it. He just has to take the first steps and look to where he's going. And now he has the stability. He has his 2 feet here. He has 2 walking sticks. He has the 4 legs of stability. It's just putting one foot in front of another, leaving behind the shoulds of the world. And the should nots, of course. And the next card is again confirmation. Again, the hand of God, the hand of Spirit, saying, I want to help. Please let me help. Look at all the abundance, the bounty. And they're very tiny here, so you may not see them, but there are butterflies everywhere. So there's major transformation. Major transformation. Spirit wants to help 3 times over. It is emphasizing that message. And the last tarot card was the 10 of Pentacles. So we've got 10 pentacles here, the things we need for life. We have everything we need. Go out and explore. It doesn't matter if you're young. This child has gray hair. It doesn't matter if you're young or old, because the universe is ancient. To it, whether you're young or old, it's the matter of a blink or a half blink. It's gone in an instant. So enjoy it while you have it. And you're never too young. And you're never too old. And you're never too embattled. You've got all these wounds. This figure is missing an eye, and he probably has more scars underneath his clothing, and yet he still continues on, and he thrives. All you have to do is take off your mask and be yourself. So here I've got 12 cards. And they all confirm each other very well. I didn't mention, I don't think, I changed the set of cards, the deck of cards, because here I had already used 12, already limited what Spirit could say to us. So then I like to break out another set of tarot cards. If I did say that already, sorry about that. Did I tell you I've done this several times today? I've said similar things so many times now, learning how to operate this camera and fix the sound settings and 1,000 other things that I can't remember if I just said it or if I said it a while ago. It's getting rather annoying. I'm annoyed with myself at this point. But then I asked for Spirit to give us some oracle cards. Any further messages, Spirit? And I asked for 3 cards, and 3 cards is exactly what Spirit gave me. And the first card that came out was Ideal Course of Action. So take action. Look around you. So this is the same woman. It looks almost like the same woman. But she's taken off the blindfold, and she's given up all of these troubling thoughts, for seeing the beauty all around her. She's taken off her mask. She moves forward. She realizes now that tower that she wanted to build, it's right in front of her. It probably was all of the time, but she couldn't see it. So the second oracle card is Be in Service. So the ideal course of action is to be in service. What does that mean exactly? What does be in service mean? Does it mean you have to volunteer? You can. It can mean a lot of things. It can just mean being alive and acting like you're alive. Get out there and live. Walk around, see things, do things, experience things. Because when you do that, we're all collective energy. We don't realize it so much when we're here on Earth because our bodies keep us separated. But in essence, we're all one. And what we learn while we're here on Earth, if we're learning, if we're moving, if we're being, it all goes into the collective conscious. It helps Source, it helps Spirit know how to help the Earth. So, and look at this little girl who's in this card. She's feeding her seahorse. And a seahorse represents dreams and aspirations. She knows that those won't grow unless she nurtures them. So she is feeding what she wants to grow. The last card, the last oracle card, is Acceptance of Love. So take action. Be of service. Be of service. Be in service. And accept the love. When you're in service, you are giving love. But then what you find is it comes back to you. And then you take the love. And don't push it off. Don't push it off. Don't say, oh, I've been hurt before. Or love doesn't mean anything. Because it can grow. You're growing it when you're in service. When you're taking action, when you're appreciating everything that is around you, you are in service and you're starting to learn to accept love just by appreciating things. Now here, this shows a romantic couple. It could be appreciate your spouse. Maybe you don't. Maybe something happened either in your past or in your past together and you don't feel like you can trust your spouse and you can't trust you and how you act when you're feeling this way. There's always the risk of getting hurt with love. Even, I love my 17-year-old cat that just climbed up here, but I know he won't be with us forever. There's always a risk with love. It's part of what? It's part of the whole package. So, but it's also some of the most rewarding things are in that package. So that's what I have today. This is the message that gave me. I'm a Gemini. This is a message I'm sharing with you, other Geminis, or anyone else who hears this and it resonates with. If it resonates with you, then Spirit is talking to you too. He puts things in our path when we move, when we do things. So this could be a message in your path. If it's not, if it doesn't sound like you at all, if it doesn't sound like it pertains to you, then you should check out a different reader's channel. I'm sure the right reader is out there for you. And even if you find the right reader, if it gets to a point where they're not on the same path as you anymore, then switch paths. It's a long journey. You don't want to stay on the same road all of the time. You can always come back and revisit it, but you want to move ahead. That's the main thing here. And that you are guided if you allow Spirit in and if you take positive actions in your life, which can be as insignificant as appreciating things, appreciating what's around you, and moving around in your environment in a state of appreciation. Well, I think this video might finally be done. I hope it is. I enjoyed being here today. My name is Everett, and I will be back with another reading in the future.